Dance of Jakarta. Lenggang Nyai dance is Indonesian traditional dance from Jakarta. The local present this as show and greeting. We presented to you Lenggang Nyai dance as greetings to Universitas Budi Luhur. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, let us begin. Good morning and salam Budi Luhur. Your Excellency Mr. Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur, the Ambassador of Indonesia in Ethiopia, Djibouti and African Union. The Honorable Mr. Wendy Usino, Rector of Universitas Budi Luhur. The Honorable Deputy Rectors and Lecturers. The Honorable our guest from Ethiopia. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Universitas Budi Luhur. The next agenda will be singing the national anthem of Indonesia and Mars Budi Luhur. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Padamu bangsa dan ibu Budi Luhur, citra insan Pancasila. Budi Luhur, mutiara bangsaku. Budi Luhur, bangsa Indonesia.
You may be seated. To open the forum for today's, I would like to invite Honorable Rector of Universitas Budi Luhur, Mr. Wendy, to give some remarks. Mr. Wendy, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Selamat pagi semuanya dan salam Budi Luhur. His Excellency Ambassador Mr. Albusar Basnur and all of staff of Embassy of Ethiopia, Deputy Rector, Dean, Lecturer, all students of Universitas Budi Luhur, also all guests and special honorable guests, our young people from Ethiopia. Welcome to Universitas Budi Luhur, and also my student who are the committee of this event. I'm very happy, great to have all of you in this room. Before I deliver my speech, let me say the rhyme or pantun in bahasa Indonesia to welcoming you. Masjid Istiqlal di Sawah Besar. Banyak jemaah yang sholat zuhur. Selamat datang yang mulia Bapak Duta Besar di kampus biru Kampus Budi Luhur. And special rhyme for our guests from Ethiopia, I will deliver in English. Travel to Malang, visit Garden of Apple. Stop by at local market to buy bapia. This event is forum for young people. Welcome to all delegates from Ethiopia. I hope this forum to meet our people, young people from Indonesia and from Ethiopia, to know each other, to have the potential to collaborate in the future, because I believe all of you, the young people, will be the leader for the next term, and in the next 20 or 30 years in the future, I will see all of the face, the young people with full energy will become the leader in Ethiopia also and the leader in Indonesia. So the connection of people to people, like Mr. Ambassador Albusar Basnur mentioned frequently, is the main tips to make collaboration become easier and successful. So I hope this morning, after we hear from our speaker, Mr. Taufan Teguh Akbari, the Vice Rector from LSP Art Institute. Welcome, Mr. Taufan, and also Mr. Rocky Prastyojati, the Dean of Faculty of Communication and Creative Design of Universitas Budi Luhur. Well, thank you for your time and your share this morning, and also Dr. Yelvi Anwar from Universitas 17 Agustus. Welcome, and I hope you will have knowledge to share to our young people in this room, so they will get inspired and motivated to become a leader and have energy to make our collaboration successful. Please accept my apology if this event is not perfect. Any inconvenience you will face maybe in this event or maybe in this university. But I hope especially for our guests from Ethiopia, please again welcome to Jakarta, enjoy Indonesia, and I hope in the next year you will come back here with more friends and have many programs so we can work together between young people from Indonesia, especially from Universitas Budi Luhur, and young people from Ethiopia. And I hope Hawi will bring her students from Harambe University to come again here to Indonesia, to Budi Luhur, so we become closer and closer and create and make a big program and big event that will fruitful and give a lot of benefit to people in both countries. I think that's all. Please, again, enjoy Jakarta. Again, make collaboration, get well together, and I hope this event will be the starting point to make a collaboration between Indonesia and Ethiopia. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and salam Budi Luhur.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wendy, for your kind words. We also like to invite Mr. Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur to give some remarks. Mr. Ambassador, the time is yours.
Selamat pagi, salam Budi Luhur. Ya. Maafkan suara saya agak terlalu banyak latihan menyanyi, jadi tenggorokan ada masalah sedikit, kawan-kawan ya. Good morning, my dear friends, my great friend, my brother, Dr. Wendy Usino, President or Rector of Budi Luhur University, lovely university, our university, Bapak Ibu Wakil Rektor, Bapak Dekan, para sahabat lecturers, sahabat muda, mahasiswa Universitas Budi Luhur, and especially my dear friends, Ethiopian youth, who came along with me since a couple of days ago. First of all, I would like to convey my high appreciation and thank you very much to my great brother, my friend, Bapak Wendy, and all the great teams at the university for welcoming us, welcoming our sisters and brothers from Ethiopia. Since the beginning, we landed in Jakarta and until the end of our program. Right. So I myself have a special relation, history make it, with Universitas Budi Luhur. I still remember that exactly here in this room, I officially launched my book about the public diplomacy. I still remember that in 2018. Right. And that was the first time, followed by many other occasions and programs, agendas organized by the University of Budi Luhur here in this very great and beautiful campus, including launching of my book about Ethiopia. It happened, I think, about a year ago, October, right? And also I came here to deliver my public lectures many times here. And you know what, my dear friends, young friends, just a couple of months ago, not a couple of months ago, I think about a month ago, you came to want a 2nd up to 5 of May 2023. Pak Rektor, Dr. Wendy, came to Addis Ababa, visited Ethiopia, signed the MOUs with the Harambee University, and I've been there in Ethiopia more than 4 years. And Dr. Wendy, our beloved rector, president of university, was the first Indonesian president's university during my time come to visit Ethiopia. And we signed MOUs there at the Harambee University. And for your information, my dear friends, during my times there, as of now, Indonesia, Ethiopia already signed 26 MOUs. Universities in Indonesia and universities in Ethiopia. 2 years ago, 2022 alone, we signed 17 MOUs, 17 MOUs between the universities from our 2 countries, right? So it shows that how strong our relations, especially you-to-you connectivity. And also with us today, our friends from Ethiopia, it is also shows that how strong our connectivity among the young people, right? So for your information, my dear friends, this is, why our friends from Ethiopia came to Indonesia to join us with this program, because they are the participants of Ethiopia Indonesia Youth Exchange Program, the first ever. Not only the first between Ethiopia and Indonesia, but as far as I know, this is also the first between Africa continent and Indonesia, and also the first ever youth exchange programs organized by Indonesian Embassy overseas. Yes, we have a number of Indonesia and international youth exchange programs, but those programs organized by the government institutions, not by the Embassy of Indonesia overseas. My dear friends, I don't want to take a lot of time, because I believe that you and all of us have been waiting for the speakers, the outstanding speakers we are inviting today in front of you to talk about youth. Indonesia Ethiopia Youth Forum. For your information, my dear friends, my focus on the diplomacy wherever I assigned overseas, including as ambassador of Indonesia in Ethiopia, is people-to-people contact, youth diplomacy, public diplomacy. G2G is very important, of course, but you like it or not, G2G relation and connectivity will establish automatically. Without special and extra effort, you can make it happen successfully. But in public diplomacy, we need an extra effort. We need an extra energy to connect people to people connectivity. And again, I have to say thank you very much and appreciation to the University of Budi Luhur, especially my brother, Pak Wendy, who always with Indonesian Embassy in Addis Ababa, and I believe not only with Indonesian Embassy in Addis Ababa, but also with many other embassies in, many other countries. My dear friends, this is just a beginning, actually, our forum. Our connectivity in the frame of Ethiopia, Indonesia, youth exchange programs. You know what? I expected only about 7, even 5 to 7 participants for these youth exchange programs. I always talk to my colleague, Ms. Rika, 5 participants, 7 participants for these youth exchange programs, more than enough as a beginning. In fact, what happened, my dear friends, when we announced this program to our friends, Ethiopian youth in Addis Ababa, almost 100 participants registered. They would like to join this program. But as of now, this year, we cannot accommodate 100 participants from Ethiopia. And there are about 10 participants this year from Ethiopia. And again, thank you, Budi Luhur University, because our friends also stay here in the campus, beautiful campus. Provided by university with transportation, accommodation, and everything. So I got a lot of information from my friends. They are very happy being with us, being with the Budi Luhur University. My dear friends, as I said, that this is just the beginning. Many more programs we already discussed with Dr. Wendy, my brother. Many more programs will come in these coming years. Youth exchange programs, lecturers exchange programs, and also we will organize next year in October, so the program so-called Africa Asia Youth Forum, the third. We will organize it together with University Budi Luhur, and we need your support as well. Thank you very much and enjoy our forum. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to the next agenda, we would like to take pictures together. So everyone, please stand up, and we're gonna take a pictures together. No, just stay in your seats, but please stand up. Okay, I'll count. Yang di sebelah kiri sama kanan mepet aja dulu biar masuk frame. Nanti balik lagi. Alright, I'll count in 1, 2, 3, pose. 1, 2, 3, salam Budi Luhur. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, to lead our forum of discussion today, I would like to invite our moderator, Ms. Tulus Yuniasi, and the speakers. We have Mr. Taufan Teguh Akbari, PhD, Dr. Rocky Prasetyo Jati, and Dr. Yaufi Anwar to to come to the stage.
Check, check, check. Am I audible? All right. Oke, suara saya terdengar? Terdengar ya? Oke, mohon izin Pak Dubes Bushra, Pak Wendy, saya akan mulai sesi seminar pagi ini. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, salam Budi Luhur. Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, let me try again. Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Tulus Yuniasi. You may call me later with Tulus. And our guest, my lovely fellow Ethiopian friends. Tulus in English means sincere. So please allow me to extend one more time. So all participants here, the most sincere and also the warmest greetings from our university, Universitas Budi Luhur. Welcome to this theater and also to those who connect with us. I'm not sure which camera is on right now. Thank you for joining us today, live and also in person right now. If I may, I would like to open our discussion with a very popular saying about young generations, because we are going to talk about young generations. Maybe you always hear it, I don't know, maybe in television, maybe in YouTube. Youth is the agent of change, correct, right? And then I think many associate this with optimism, and many also associate this with hope, but we also have to acknowledge that somewhere out there, there are still people, maybe our elders, or maybe our brothers or sisters, even peers, seem quite pessimistic about this notion. But I think the situation should not make us discouraged. And then I also think that we should anticipate this and also see this as an opportunity for us, people like us with different backgrounds and also different history, meaning different perspectives, to bring, the process of knowing each other, like we are doing right now, into a more constructive setting. And topic-wise, about the youth in this contemporary current digital era. And we are so glad to receive three respectable speakers, and later on we also have Mr. Kemal to share with us his experience, and also our friends from Ethiopia. Our three speakers came from different backgrounds, as you can see in the LED. We have our first speaker, Mr. Taufan Teguh Akbari, PhD. Thank you, sir, for coming here. He is the Vice Rector 3 from LSPR Communication and Business Institute, and he will share with us about how Indonesian youth can contribute effectively to sustainable development. It's not just a trend, but I think we have to see sustainable development as something that we needed right now, because we still live for, I don't know, 20 years, 40 years, maybe 100 years. Not sure about it, but I think we will live long if we can preserve our environment and our earth. And then we also have Dr. Rocky Prasetyo Jati, the Dean of the Faculty of Communication and Creative Design. Okay, he will share with us quite philosophically, I think. Later on you will see in his slides. Yes, it will be very interesting because he will share some principal guidelines, I think. Principal guidelines about interdisciplinary approach to development and also people-to-people connectivity, as Dubes Bushra has said before. And last but not least, we also have Dr. Yelvi Anwar. Thank you, Madam, for coming here. And she is a postdoctoral fellow at National Research and Innovation Agency of the Republic of Indonesia. She will share with us about how to empower youth, especially in R&D. I think it's something mainstream in our university, right? Research and development, but something special about her is that she specialized in health and beauty science. So I think it's quite new for Budi Luhur citizens. So I think you will get a new experience by hearing her presentations. Without further ado, maybe I will give the floor to Mr. Taufan Teguh Akbari. Yes, of course.
Thank you, Ibu Dr. Tulus. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Naik motor, cari sarapan bubur. Terima kasih sambutannya Pak Rektor. Sukses selalu untuk Universitas Budi Luhur. Jadi kalau pantun harus dibalas pantun. Salam Budi Luhur. Baik, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Wendy, Rectors, His Excellency Al Busra Basnur, Vice Rectors, Directors, Deans, our beloved students, and of course our special guest from Ethiopia. Friends, welcome to Jakarta, welcome to Indonesia. I know you only have very short time, but hopefully you get a lot of things from this visit. And especially since I only have like 15-minute presentation, I always use the stopwatch so the committee will not stop me before I stop myself. Okay, this morning is very quite interesting session since I also have a new friends, Dr. Rocky and Ibu Yelvi here, and I believe we have a different perspective on how we explaining about the youth empowerment for societal transformation. And I already prepared a few slides, but since I only have like 10-12 minutes of presentation, if you want to have my slides, I will share to you later on. Okay, so can I share my slide, please? Yeah, a short brief introduction about me. I'm working for one of the private university in Jakarta, Bali, and Bekasi. We have 3 campuses called LSPR, Institute Communication and Business. And today is my 17 years as a lecturer there. So my casing is still young, but inside is old actually. First thing first, aside of the as a vice rector 3 who handling, we don't have much student. We only have like 8,000 students, focusing into 2 faculty, communication and business. And aside that, I got this responsibility to lead to new center of SDGs, which is very new for us, and a center for leadership itself. But me myself as a personal, I really passionate in youth development and youth movement. So that's why since 2017, I create one of the youth platform in Indonesia called Rumah Millennials. It's connect all the youth, impactful youth among all the Indonesian province. Should I? Boleh pakai ini? Bisa? Oh, bisa. Oh, belum di on. Oh, oke. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I still have 13 minutes. Don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, I find a few survey and research, and I found out from the British Council. This research has been found since 2022 last year. And one of the questions that they asked, how would you describe Indonesia in a few words? And this is a word that came out and pop up about how you describe Indonesia. So from this word, you can get a brief what kind of Indonesia right now, especially if you can see from the youth perspective, as a beautiful countries, diversity, religious, tolerant, youth, friendly people, cultural traditions, since we have 273 millions of people right now, and we have got the privilege as one of the country who has a demographic bonuses. So we are a lot of young people here until we reach our 100th anniversary in 2045 later on. So we are in the age of productive now. But of course, we really hope that not just numbers, but following by the quality of the young generations. So that's why we have a lot of discussion like this morning. Okay. Boleh bantu di next, Mas? Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Talking about the Gen Z, about the millennials, is a common topic also that we always discussing. But what interesting about Indonesia nowadays about the youth movement, yeah, they start creating a lot of good things in Indonesia. Started the online-based campaigns, mobilizing and creating collective action. What else? Addressing environmental injustices on the village level, communicating the message of sustainability to influence their parents and communities. One of the new happening now, from the past today, if you know the Pandawa group from Bandung, right? Yeah, they went viral for the past 2 days. They asked about 1,000 young people from Lampung to clean up the beach, since that the beach in Lampung is the second dirtiest beach in Indonesia. So how you can imagine the power of the technology and the youth power, they can mobilize a lot of things. And then I take the interesting fact from the Goy Peace Foundation survey. Now the youth, especially in Indonesia, they like to eliminate discrimination and suppress human rights for the world to be peaceful. Young people like to love each other. They love peaceful things. And they don't want to war or conflicts. And wish hunger and poverty to disappear from the earth. I think this is our golden purpose as the young people. This is also one interesting fact, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the percentage of the entrepreneurship in Indonesia is increasing slightly, like 3.67%. If we want to compete with Malaysia and Singapore, we need more 3% of the amount of the entrepreneur in Indonesia. I believe now the young people in Indonesia really like to become an entrepreneur. So young people now in Indonesia are experiencing Indonesia's booming digital economy. So a lot of interesting story on TikTok. Yeah, young people, 17, 18 years old, they already have their own enterprises and inspire a lot of people. And I hope this number is more to come in the few years. You have to be more optimistic, since Ibu Dr. Tulus said that we always have a choice to see Indonesia in the future. You want to see from negative frame or want to see as a positive frame? Optimist, as an optimist generation. I have a few facts that I need to share for the forum. About the environmental. This day we are really worried about the air pollution in Jakarta, especially in Tangsel, one of the bad air pollution, right? So this is one of, can become of your concern, of course, as a young people, how to give a best solution about reduce the quality of the air pollution in your area. You can play this crucial role in advocating for policy and practices that address climate change, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, protect the environment for the future of generations. A few interesting facts that Indonesia values that really hold by the young people is about respect. That's become one of our highly value as an Indonesia. We love to respect each other. We have a lot of diversity from Sabang to Merauke, separated by the islands, but we still as a one country, because that one of the values is respect each other. But the youth voices as well. Now you are in the higher education institution, how you fulfill your skill, your competency as a person now, then you can bring your personal influence to social aspect, and you can bring something good to the environmental. This is three things that really always related if we talk about the youth aspect. I'll skip this. How can young people in Indonesia using the news and current affairs? Of course, Indonesian, especially the young people, looking for social media as their main information or their main media. I think in Ethiopia, friends also same, like, right? Are you still reading newspaper or watching TV now? No, I think we have the same situation here. Yeah, so it's a bad news for teman-teman di MNC, Metro TV dan lain-lain. But it's okay, it's their problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll next still have 7 minutes. Don't worry. Yeah. Nah, this is what young people concern when using internet now, especially when you want doing a good things in internet. Fake news, online fraud, online hackers, and any others problem. That's why today I also got the responsibility as a vice chairman for Gerakan Nasional Literasi Digital from Kominfo, how to increase the level of digital literacy in Indonesia, because the threat in online is very dangerous now. This is a good thing actually. Indonesian future generation is very optimistic about the futures. How do you currently feel about your personal future? 60% is positive. Means the zillennial, the brothers and sisters from millennial, which is you guys here as a student, you really want to see Indonesia as a better country. You optimistic about this country. And please keep it up. Yeah, this is a survey came from the British Council. The current issues, challenges facing youth in Indonesia, of course, about the pandemic, lack of employment opportunities, the current political economic system, mental health issues, poor quality education, natural disasters, so on and so on. I will share this slide to you for the further discussion. I will just straight directly to the 7th point, the interesting point about the topic. The first one is about the number one, youth and as an agent of change. This day, I'm really happy if one of my students say that, Mr. Taufan, I have a movement to create or to move people to have a better quality in education, to have a better movement in environmental. They have energy, enthusiasm to move others. And I believe you guys as an agent of change here, please do not convert as an audience. You have to be an actor. You have to become 1% to fight the 99% of the country citizen. And you have privilege to do that. Second, of course, activism and social movement. I heard from Mr. Kamal here, you want to meet social, civil society-based movement in Indonesia. Actually, we have thousands of NGO who talking about a lot of issues in Indonesia. If you don't have time, meet them in offline. Maybe I can help you to connect you online with them, to have a Zoom meeting, to connect, to share about what they're doing, especially talking about the 17 points of the SDGs, the environmental, the energy, life online, and any other aspect. Yeah, so a lot of activism and social movement in Indonesia happening now, and it dominant moved by the young people itself. In Jakarta and in Flores. And the next point is about that, of course, the technological advancement. Like you visit one of the electrical motorcycle here. This is one of the just example. Government create kind of Kedai Reka platform program that connect industry with the 4,300 university in all Indonesia. You know, Indonesia have a 4,300 more higher education, one of the highest in the world. So how can we connect the high quality student with the industry? By using the technology. And now it's going better, it's going further, and it's getting great. Let me see my time. I still have 4 minutes. Changing values and attitude. Young people often challenge traditional social value and norms, advocating for inclusivity, diversity, and social justice. They promote open-mindedness, acceptance of differences, and the dismantling of discriminatory practices. And their evolving values can lead to more inclusive and equitable society. Our generation love peace, respect each other. The way they look up the career also different. Before they prefer become a private employee, a public employee service, but maybe nowadays the young people prefer to become an entrepreneur, or maybe look better working for the NGO and any other interesting jobs now, as if like the technology advancement as well. The next point is, this is what I said before, actually, the entrepreneurship and innovation. Young people are interested in becoming entrepreneurs. According World Economic Forum, 35.5% of young Indonesians want to become business owners. And now the numbers is increasing. Consists maybe 21 until 35 years old. Like one of the very good things about one of the unicorn about the Indonesian startup is Mas Gibran, is young people from Bandung, West Java. He create a platform named e-fishery, automatically feeding for the fish farm and everything. And now, just like maybe 3-4 days ago, he got the $1.4 billion valuation, one of the highest in Indonesia. And he just 30 years old. 30 years old. And the story like Mas Gibran is following by other Indonesian young people as well. So this is a good things actually that you want to hear. Also education and empowerment. Teman-teman di sini, access to quality of education equips young people with knowledge, skills, and critical thinking abilities. I know, guys, the ChatGPT is a threat for the higher education. But me as a lecturer, kita nggak boleh kalah. Yeah, we have to crafting what kind of syllabus that can collaborate with the advancement of the technology. We cannot beat ChatGPT, but we have to collaborate with the ChatGPT or any other AI platform. That's why the quality and critical thinking and analytical thinking is extremely important as a young people. Because you got ChatGPT as your social calculator. I call it ChatGPT is kind of social calculator to help us boost our creativity actually. But please do not depend 100% to ChatGPT. Yeah, it's dangerous. Last point, since I got last 2 minutes, this is what we have to do as a generation, intergenerational collaboration. This is really important, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. The seniors have to ask the young people to work with them, to give the wisdom, to give the experience, to give a lot of good value. So this generation, the boomers, the X, the Y, the millennial, the zillennial, this generation have to collaborate. Embrace the diversity amongst the age gap. I think if this happening in the ministry, in the higher education, in social institution, I believe Indonesia will become a very great nation, not just in numbers, but as a quality. To close my presentation, I don't have any pantun, Pak, sudah habis, Pak. Satu aja pantunan. Saya tadi mikir apa gitu, cuma dapat satu. So this is my last slides actually. Youth and societal transformation are interconnected concepts that involve the influence and impact of young people on the broader society, as well as the change that occur within society as a result of their actions and perspective. That's why improved education, entrepreneurship, technological advancement, youth empowerment initiative, cultural preservation, tourism, social entrepreneurship, environmental conservation, and the digital economy are the key areas where you guys as an Indonesian youth can thrive and positively impact. So I think that's short from me, 15 minutes from me, but we can have next discussion after this. So I see you guys in the future. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 15 menit Pak, pas Pak.
Thank you, Pak Taufan. It's very brief, but I think we can get the whole picture of what he wants to relate to us. Okay, before we go to Bapak Rocky, okay, I would like to summarize a bit and bridge to Pak Rocky's presentation. Okay, Pak Taufan has mentioned about what we can relate actually every day. Like every day, we use our social media and also our other digital platforms like ChatGPT, unfortunately. So after this, Pak Rocky will explain to us the noble values, the noble virtue, how to utilize all the easiness that we have in this digital era. Pak Rocky, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Bu Tulus. Okay, good morning everyone. Salam Budi Luhur. Okay, Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Ethiopia, Djibouti, and African Union, Mr. Albusra Basnur, the Chairman and the President of Universitas Budi Luhur, Mr. Benny Usino, thank you very much, and also the entire delegation force from Ethiopia. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you, and of course, for the audience, the lecturers, and invited guests, and also all the students. Well, today I will present from, you can look at the screen, From Range to Youth Empowerment, which is part of the book published by the Indonesian Embassy to Ethiopia. And some parts of my presentation were part of my research journey and also a reflection of Universitas Budi Luhur's campus steps or milestone. Same trouble, maybe? Oh, mesti pressure gitu. Okay. In a connected world facing increasingly complex global challenge, the active involvement of young people becomes very necessary. With the development of digital technology networks, young people today must be equipped with the skills needed to navigate this challenge and contribute to finding joint solution for the progress of society. Okay. Must be pressed. As highlighted in the World Youth Report 2020, the global population comprises 1.2 billion aged 15 to 24, a significant proportion of the world population. The UN report also highlights that young people are disproportionately influenced by poverty, conflict, and social exclusion. This report also emphasizes the importance of investing in young people's education and employment opportunities to promote sustainable development, realizing their potential as actors, leaders, and decision makers. It is essential to empower this generation with a comprehensive understanding of dynamic world phenomena. In a world that's changing quickly, marked by many obstacles and evolving career paths, the younger generation must be equipped with various general skills to navigate uncertainty and achieve in multiple fields. I compiled this article on that the book based on part of the reflection and inspiration of the book Range by David Epstein, which emphasizes the value of interdisciplinary thought and various experiences. My article is explore essential skills that empower youth must develop. And in this book, Epstein divides two generation schemes. One namely generalist and the second is specialist. In a sense, the two types of models say that generalist is a more creative figure and more flexible because it tries many fields. And maybe generalist is sometimes maybe late to find their path, but they dare to try many areas. In contrast, specialists who prefer to be early from development onward have a planned growth by the initial goal. Maybe this is maybe the same as me as personally. Maybe I consider myself led to practice. I want to smoothly speak more than one language, maybe such as Arabic, Spanish, or maybe Turkish, Mr. Rector, or even English. But thankfully, nowadays everything is connected and helping by technology and also by ChatGPT. For me, ChatGPT is my intellectual partner, Mr. Taufan. There are quite a lot of apps that can help us to learn anything, a language maybe, and we are at the gate of massive technological developments. Okay. A concept that the younger generation needs to pay attention to is cultivating a development mindset, or if using the concept from Angela Duckworth and Carol Dweck, namely the growth mindset. A growth mindset is the foundation for lifelong learning and personal development. It involves an attitude to accept challenges, persevere in the face of setbacks, and see failure as an opportunity for growth. By cultivating a growth mindset, young people can adapt to new situations, acquire new skills, and continually improve themselves. The mindset encourages resilience, creativity, and adaptability, enabling individuals to navigate multiple domains effectively. Specific examples of a growth mindset can be seen in education. In a traditional education system, students are often evaluated and praised based on their tests or test scores, which can accidentally promote a fixed mindset. However, by implementing a strategy that encourages a growth mindset, educators can foster confidence in the potential for growth and improvement among their students. Today's younger generation face a world where the boundaries between disciplines are blurry, developing interdisciplinary thinking into a valuable asset. Young individuals should be encouraged to explore diverse fields, connect seemingly unrelated concepts, and synthesize knowledge from multiple domains. By cultivating interdisciplinary thinking, young people can approach problems holistically, drawing on insight from various disciplines to propose innovative solutions and address complex challenges. And in addition, interdisciplinary thinking can help young people to develop new ideas and new innovations by combining knowledge from different fields. And this can lead to breakthroughs in maybe in healthcare, technology, and education. From the perspective of communication science and creative industries, interdisciplinary thinking becomes essential because it allows individuals to combine knowledge and skill from different fields to create innovative solutions. For example, interdisciplinary thinking can help individuals in the creative industries to develop new products that are both aesthetically and functionally beneficial. Creativity and innovation are essential skills for empowering young people. Nurturing creativity and innovation can be implemented in a way that encourages young individuals to think outside the box, explore unconventional ideas, and embrace ambiguity, driving their ability to come up with innovative solutions. And by nurturing creativity, young people can approach problems from different angles, challenge established norms, and propose innovative ideas that drive positive change in their communities and beyond. Creative and innovative young people are better equipped to solve complex problems and develop new ideas to drive social and economic progress. In addition, creative and innovative young people can help drive economic growth by developing new products and services that meet the needs of society. The younger generation also increasingly needs speed and the ability to adapt to the changes that are happening in the world. Young individuals must be prepared to face uncertainty, adapt to the new technologies, evolving circumstances, and bounce back from adversity. Resilience allows them to persevere through challenges, while adaptability allows them to embrace change and take advantage of growth opportunities. An example of resilience and adaptability can be observed in the entrepreneurial context. Starting a business often involves many unexpected challenges, uncertainties, and obstacles. Young individuals who cultivate resilience and adaptability are better equipped to navigate the entrepreneurial journey and success amid adversity. For example, Universitas Budi Luhur, a college or campus that always prioritizes innovation, takes concrete action to develop youth empowerment. The real action of the university goes hand in hand with government programs that encourage the development of freedom for learning for students. Then Universitas Budi Luhur then collaborated with several villages and community groups to provide ways for integrated students to carry out activities that impact for the community. These activities include building village, designing regulatory digitalization programs needed for community groups, digital literacy, like cybercrisis, for the community, and student creative action to encourage business potential in a village. In conclusion, the challenges of our rapidly changing world require empowered youth to possess a broad range of general skills that will enable them to thrive in a complex and unpredictable landscape. Taking inspiration from Brains, a book by David Epstein, which emphasizes the value of interdisciplinary thinking and diverse experiences, my article has explored the importance of cultivating a growth mindset, fostering interdisciplinary thinking, nurturing creativity and innovation, building strong communication skills, embracing cultural intelligence, and developing resilience and adaptability. And by cultivating growth mindset, empowered youth can develop the belief that their abilities can be developed and improved through effort and practice. Interdisciplinary thinking encourages empowered youth to explore various fields, integrate insight from various disciplines, and synthesize knowledge to approach problems holistically. This ability to connect seemingly unrelated concepts fosters innovation, creativity, and the capacity to address complex challenges from multiple angles. And finally, developing resilience and adaptability allows young people to deal with uncertainty, adapt to the new technology, and recover from misfortune. This characteristic enables young people to embrace opportunities, learn from mistakes, and confidently negotiate to change landscape rapidly. And at last, this combination of abilities mindset creates a solid basis of empowering young people to manage our world difficulties. Young people can draw on their diverse experiences and multidisciplinary thinking by embracing risks, opening new chances for personal growth and collective impact. Empowered youth may drive a positive change in unpredictable and interconnected global society as they construct a better future for themselves and the globe. And okay, that's all. That's my presentation, and thank you very much for your attention, and salam Budi Luhur. Okay, maybe 10 minutes or 11 minutes.
All right. Thank you, Pak Rocky, for a very insightful speech. And what I want to highlight here from his presentation is the social inclusion, and also how we can, strengthen the social inclusion to face any uncertainties. I think the nearest uncertainty for us is what to have for lunch today. Right. But I don't think we need long discussion about that. Okay. He also mentioned about how the cooperation, and we also have some ideas from Pak Taufan about that, the cooperation, the collaboration between disciplines, even between generalists and also specialists. So we can adapt and create innovations to settle all the problems in our society, because we have multidimensional and also different problems within our society. Therefore, I would like to invite our last but not least speaker, Dr. Yelvi Anwar, to share with us more about how young generation can innovate and do more about R&D and also settle our problems. The time is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Tulus. Oh yeah. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the first time, I would like to thank you very much for Rektor Universitas Budi Luhur, and then Bapak Duta Besar Indonesia untuk Ethiopia, serta guests from Ethiopia. Welcome to Indonesia and Jakarta. Hope you enjoy in Indonesia. In this occasion, I would like to deliver my topic about the challenges and opportunity for youth empowerment in research and development of health and beauty science. Maybe for the first time, I would like to introduce myself. You can call me Evi. I'm born in West Sumatra. I live not far from here. And then my education background, I'm from pharmacy faculty, and now I get a postdoctoral fellowship at National Research and Innovation Agency till 2024. This is the program Management Talenta from BRIN. Maybe before the speaker deliver about pantun, I would like to deliver about a quote from our Vice President Insinyur Soekarno. Beri aku pemuda, maka akan kuguncang dunia. Maybe in English, give me 10 youth, so we'll shake the world. Maybe it will inspire for all of you in this room. So, as introduction, we are trying to bring together talent young individual from Indonesia and Ethiopia to engage in a transformative experience focused on youth empowerment in the research and development of health and beauty science. I think this program will offer an exciting opportunity for cross-cultural collaboration, knowledge exchange, and innovation in this dynamic field. In today's world, we know the field of health and beauty science are evolving rapidly, present both challenges and opportunity for us. With the increasing demand for innovation solutions, it becomes imperative to empower youth to actively participate in R&D effort. So this program aims to address key challenges and harness the potential opportunity in this domain. We have now, Indonesia have a mega biodiversity. So in the context of health and beauty science, R&D encompasses various activities aimed at advancing the understanding, efficacy, safety, and quality of product and treatment. This activity may include scientific research, product development, clinical trial, regulatory compliance, and quality control, and then innovation and trend analysis, especially for natural health and natural cosmetic. So, what are the challenges in health and beauty research and development for young people? First, lack of resource and fund, and then challenges of access to technology and research facility, and then uncertainty and risk in new product development. This is our task for the young people. And then what the opportunity for young people in health and beauty research and development? First, technological advance and digitalization, engagement of young people in innovation and creativity, and then access to international research and network. So what the strategy for empowering young people in health and beauty research and development, especially, first we must make access to international research and network, and then building collaboration between university, industry, and research institution, and then encouraging entrepreneurship and financing initiative for young people. So the important role of research and development in the advance of science and innovation, R&D play a crucial role in the advance of science and innovation. It will drive progress by expanding knowledge, developing new technology, and creating innovative solutions to address complex challenges, contribute to economic growth, improve health and well-being, addressing sustainability challenges, and relies on collaboration and knowledge sharing. So by investing in R&D, society can reap the benefit of scientific advancement and create a better future. We have now the pentahelic strategies. It is between government, academician, media, and community, and then business. So this is our opportunity as a young people. This is the one of role model. She is Professor Widya Fatriasari. She is one in 3 researcher from the Center for Biomass and Bioproduct Research from National Research and Innovation Agencies atau BRIN. She got intellectual property with the highest royalty value for the period 2021 and 2022. She has 16 patents and 1 industrial design. The award named the Intellectual Property Award was delivered at the peak of the Indonesia Research and Innovation Inari Expo 2022 at the Soekarno Science and Technology area in Cibinong, West Java. I hope you can around in Bogor maybe for young people from Ethiopia. So Prof. Widya just said that he is currently waiting for 3 patent registration now. It is one of collaboration with Mula Warman University through the Center for Biomass-Based Nanotechnology Cosmetic Research Cooperation. This is a focus area in research. We call it cellulose and lignin. We can get from biomass. We know the source of biomass is so many in our world. This is from garbage. In nature, it is predicted to reach 20 till 70 million tons per year. And then the application of this compound, like pulp and paper, second generation bioethanol, nanocellulose, rayon, bioplastic, hydrogel, then waste wrapper, nano paper, composite, energy storage material, and biomedical, and cosmetic, and so on. Nanotechnology, we have now if from cellulose and lignin a future technology to expand application and provide product with superior characteristic. Lignin and cellulose-based bioproduct are one form of effort to increase the added value of biomass, so as to increase the economic value of the product compared to the use of biomass directly. Biomass conversion technology has shown an important role in the utilization of biomass into bioethanol and bioproduct. So, however, to be utilized by industry, it is still necessary to enlarge the scale and adapt to actual environment conditions. For the conclusion, the Indonesia-Ethiopia Youth Action Program presents a unique platform for youth empowerment in the R&D, health and beauty science. By overcoming challenges and embracing opportunity, young participants from Indonesia and Ethiopia will collaborate, innovate, and contribute to the advance of this file, especially. Together, we will create a brighter future by shaping the landscape of health and beauty science, driving positive change, and improve the lives of people around the world. We are open to collaborate in health and beauty science. Please don't hesitate to contact me or us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Yelvi, for
was it a new presentation for me because we rarely get in touch with biomass research and so on and so forth. All right, thank you speakers. Now I would like to open the Q&A sessions, but before that, because of the time restrictions, maybe I will invite our friends from Ethiopia first if you have any questions to our speakers. Okay, Mr. Kemal.
Okay.
Rehan?
Yeah,
Rehan.
Thank you so much. It's really very interesting presentation for all of you, and the topics also very interesting. As I am working for youth and working with youth, I would just want to know and have experience from you guys, and I want to ask maybe few questions for especially two first speakers, Mr. Tufan and Dr. Rocky. So the first question goes to Mr. Tufan. I just want to know that there are some challenges that the youth are facing, not only in Indonesia and Ethiopia, that's globally. So I just want to know, what are there any opportunities that can challenge the challenges that the youth are facing in Indonesia, to like specific for Indonesians. You know, there are a lot of challenges and problems that Ethiopian youth are facing. So I just want to get experience how they are challenging and what are the opportunities there to overcome these challenges. The second one is, what is international cooperation or network that the Indonesian is just still, I want to have experience how Indonesian youth are collaborating globally and how they are networking, especially in terms of creating ecosystem or creating businesses. Maybe this is the last. You mentioned about intergenerational gap and the intergenerational cooperation. What I have been seen in my country is that there is intergenerational gap. So what the intergenerational looks like in Ethiopia, in Indonesia, and how the youth are working or collaborating with the elders. Is there any challenge or problem that you identified? And I think one way of like the participation or engagement of youth is through volunteerism. I think you didn't mention about volunteerism, if I'm not mistaken. So is there any volunteerism activities in Indonesia? And volunteerism. So how you help the volunteers to create job by themselves, or maybe assist them to get employed. So I just want to have these few questions just for experience, because I am working for youth and with youth, so I want to get some experience. For Dr. Rocky, you mentioned about growth and fixed mindset. Most of the time, this fixed mindset is a headache for everyone, especially in our country. So how the CSOs or civil society organizations or government or any organization that working on youth are helping the youth to grow their mind, or how they are shaping their mind? In general, how is the activities related to the mindset of the youth? Yeah, and again, you mentioned about adaptability, that adapting the new change. You know, most of the time the youth are afraid of changes. So what is the experience of Indonesian youth in adopting the new change, especially technology. Or, for example, when I was teaching in Thailand, the Thai student, they're afraid to know new thing, to learn new thing, even to close to the foreigners and learn experience. And sometimes if a new department or like course come, they afraid to accept or like adapt to that change. So what is the reaction of Indonesian youth to change? Thank you so much. This is all about it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kemal. I would like to invite Mr. Taufan first to answer his question.
Thank you, Mr. Kemal. There's a lot of questions, the heavy question actually, since we are having lunch after this, yeah, but it's okay lah. Since we only have also limited time, I will have a quick answer. First thing first, you asked about the challenges, but the Indonesia. Maybe I can share 3 points. The first one is the limited of networking and the mentors networking that Indonesia to have. Means like a lot of young people now have a lot of competence, have a good vision about how they can create a better future of Indonesia, but somehow they stuck because they don't meet the right people to help them, to help their movement. So it's our job as, let's say, as a senior generation to facilitate their passion, their vision, to execute their ideas and to meet the right people, meet the right mentors. So the first one is about the networking challenges for the young people. So the ministry, the institution, and also the higher institution have a responsibility and obligation to create kind of the social sphere for them to meet each other. So nowadays in Indonesia, one of the favorite event that they want to attend is the networking events. If there's a networking event, a lot of young people go there to meet the new people, to share their ideas. We call it like a social matchmaking interaction. So that's the first thing. The second about the funding access. I think we have the same challenges, the same problems also. A lot of good things, a lot of good ideas, a lot of good movement, a lot of good business model, a lot of good social entrepreneurship ideas, but somewhat it's stuck because they don't have enough funding. They don't have enough capital to do that. But nowadays, I believe that most of our, let's say, like private companies or industry, they have their own, CSR funding, or maybe we call it a social funding to help the young people to execute their ideas. The bank, let's say the bank industry or the oil and gas, any other company, like let's say like industry, they have their own fund to help the young people to execute their ideas. A lot of examples in Indonesia like PCA and Tanoto Foundation and a lot of industry so many. The last point is about maybe I can say the mindset of the young people. Most of the young people here in Indonesia, they still look up, still have outward thinking about the idol is outside Indonesia, but the fact we have such a huge potential if we nurture in a proper way. We have numbers, we have a quality, but we need a proper educational infrastructure to shape the generation to become better and better in thinking and in any kind of aspect. So the mindset itself, that's why one of the biggest homework for the higher education institution is to shaping the next generation having a better mindset how they see the future, not just as a followers, but as a creators, as a initiators, as a leaders. So I hope that the confidence level of our young people is increasing every year, not just as a followers, but as a trendsetter. This is what I always say to my students in university, even in master student or the bachelor students. I ask them, this semester I teach leadership and innovation management. How can you have a contribution to raise up the rank of innovation in Indonesia right now? Today, Indonesia in 75 rank out of 133 countries in the world. So we need more effort to have a better innovation rank. And Yeah, I hope a lot of young people also have a good contribution there. And your next question is about how can Indonesian youth collaborate with the global? Nowadays, it's happening. Instead of the frame of entrepreneurship, sharing a mentors or maybe a cross-funding, like Mas Gibran, one of our unicorn, just a unicorn, he got the funding from Europe, Australia, and US and USA, and because he is an active in international entrepreneurship forum, a lot of friends outside. So when he shared the ideas of the e-fishery, a lot of people outside Indonesia is very interesting. So that's why he got the opportunity. Somehow the confidence level of Indonesia young people need to be raised because of what? Because of the language barriers. The language barrier. I quote Pak Gita Wiryawan, of my mentor as well. He said that the language become of the main barrier for Indonesian young people to compete or to raise up the voice in the global arena. So the language skill has become one of the opportunity. And then any other collaboration aspect, of course the social project, Mr. Kemal, social project, and then the startup project, academic forum, research and publications, a lot of things. And that's why I really want to follow up the collaboration between our university also with Harambe. What can we do? The last question from you: any volunteerism in Indonesia? Volunteerism activity in Indonesia? There's so many, Mr. Kemal. A lot of volunteerism-based movement in Indonesia. We call it as a social-based community or civil society-based movement. I can say that 80% of them running by young people, starting from the senior high school and first-year student. Talking about the environmental, talking about the poverty, talking about the energy transitions, talking about the life on land, talking about the water and sanitation. Yeah, let's say like all SDGs points. They're talking about all these things. And they need mentors. They need fund. They need the things that young people don't have is wisdom, experience, and network. And these 3 points only can get from the seniors. Seniors can share the wisdom, the experience, and the network. The young people have the vision, have the ideas, have the speed, have the skill, but they don't have the wisdom, they don't have the experience, they don't have the network. So that's why the intergeneration collaboration is really important. So I hope that can answer your questions, but if you want to know more, let's have a personal chat after this, because this is a very limited time. Thank you, Mr. Kemal. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Kemal, and for that question, maybe I will share what we have experienced in Budi Luhur University, because Universitas Budi Luhur in particular has many programs to develop students, yeah, to be more creative, to be more dare for. But I will answer your question. I will first ask permission to the moderator, Utulus, and permission to all. I want to introduce my student, yeah, named Khalid Rismoya. Where is Khalid? Please stand up, Khalid. Hello, Khalid. I prepared to introduce for you all. This is one of my students from Faculty of Communication and Creative Design, a student who has just successfully passed to take part in the student exchange program, yeah, in Turkey, Anadolu University. Congratulations. Okay, hello Khalid. Thank you. This is one of a proof from Budi Luhur University to take, more programs, make some students to be there for many chance. So I think we can collaborate for many ideas, many unconventional ideas with me or just for Universitas Budi Luhur. Maybe that's the answer. Thank you.
Kayak Vicky Naki deh, kuliah di Turki. Dapat pacar orang Turki nggak kamu?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Taufan, and also Pak Rocky. Okay, I would like to open maybe for one more question first. Okay. Okay. I think I think we have someone first raising his hand. So sorry, Vine. I will give the chance to him first. Panitia cannot ask question.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Fahri dari Fakultas Komunikasi Desain Kreatif, konsentrasi Digital Media and Advertising. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not speaking English very well. I hope our Ethiopian friends can understand. In this event, we really focus about the youth, about the opportunity, about developing the young generation so we can have a better future. That's the conclusion from me. But mohon Bapak dan Ibu, saya hanya penasaran ingin tahu mengenai we really focus about the youth and the young people, but what can the old generation and especially the government, what the spot can we place them, what contribution or what the support they can give to our young people in this youth development movement. Thank you, itu aja.
So, okay, you think that what can government do to help young people?
The support and from the old generation, what support they can give us.
Yes. All right. Please give an applause to our first questioner from Indonesia. Okay. For the first question, I would like to invite Dr. Effie. Yes, because you are from. Yes, correct. Yes, maybe Dr. Effie can share some thoughts about the question. Dr.
Thank you very much. The question very interesting. Yes. Maybe Mr. Taufan before had say about the program Kedaireka. Yes. This is the collaborate between lecturer and industry, and here as a lecturer we maybe we will recruit a student from this project, as I know like that, and then management talenta in BRIN website, maybe you can searching from the website. There is a program, the name is research assistant. If you interest in research and development, you can apply for this program. The program is about how you can finish your study, bachelor, a master or doctoral by research, and then we'll support by government about facility, funding, and etc. Maybe you can searching in Google in program management talenta. Maybe from me the answer like that. Maybe Mr. Taufan or Mr. Rocky will.
Iya, izin menambahkan Mas Rocky. Yeah, I think it's good things for the zillennial generation, because nowadays our government is have a better literacy about how can they collaborate with the young people. I just talked to Dito, our Menpora. I talked to him that the Kemenpora, the Ministry of Youth and Sport, really to have a practical project to facilitate not just an athlete, but then the young people, the activists. So maybe within 3 months, Menpora will have a festival komunitas. Tapi kita akan mulai dulu di Solo. Lalu tahun depan setelah pemilu, karena pemilu kita nggak mau bikin karya. Nanti after the election, there will become the biggest community festival to facilitate the young people who have a komunitas, to share their thoughts and then networking each other. And then one of the example that the kantor staff president, they have the program called Sekolah Staff Presiden. The applicants that register is 33,000 from all over Indonesia, but Pak Muldoko and the teams only accept 35 people, right? So the competition is there. And I believe like Kemenlu and other ministry also have the same vision how to facilitate the young people. Like program duta-duta ke mana-mana kan juga itu ada. And then the incubation program, student exchange program, especially Kampus Merdeka, MBKM ya, mereka belajar Kampus Merdeka is one of a government effort to facilitate and give more room to young people to grow intellectually, socially, and emotionally. Personally, I hope that the MBKM program nggak diganti ya Pak Rocky ya, karena yang repot ini yang pusing kita Pak Rektor ya, changing minister, changing the policy, ya hopefully it's not happen. But tapi we in progressing dan pemerintah sudah cukup kasih banyak perhatian ke kita, sangat baik. Tinggal we'll see who's the next president, apapun presidennya kita tetap dorong harus peduli sama pemuda. Ya kalau kita ini orang pendidikan ini netral Mas di tengah Mas. Terima kasih.
Okay, I think participating government programs in MBKM saya pikir itu sudah cukup baik mungkin. Artinya itu bagian dari program pemerintah to collaborating with so many villages, ya. So many community we can develop together. We have a lot of students to maybe in not just only in Tangerang, but all students go to Jakarta. This is one of government program. Memang akhirnya menjadi khawatir ketika program itu berhenti ya. Tapi we all know we have a growth mindset. Kita tidak berhenti kepada just a fixed mindset saja begitu kan. Artinya kalau pemerintah sudah berhenti dengan programnya, change with another program, another president gitu ya, next president, kan kita mulai dari diri kita sendiri, growth mindset. Jadi siapapun yang akan controlling our country, lebih baik mengendalikan diri kita sendiri kali ya. Kalau Anda mau berkembang kan, daripada menunggu peran pemerintah kan, oke, mungkin kita bisa akan mengembangkan itu sendiri. Maybe itu.
There's one jargon or maybe one spirit. This is I quote from one of the very bright young people that I know is Afu Tami, is a Harvard alumni, friends of Iman Usman who create Ruang Guru, and she create a platform called Think Policy to teach young people to know better about the policy. And Afu Tami said like this: instead of we looking attention from the government, why we are as a young people who can do something and let the government ask us to help them. Jadi jangan cari perhatian sama pemerintah. Kita ini anak muda katanya, bikin karya aja yang banyak, create a lot of things. Biarkan pemerintah datang dan minta tolong anak muda untuk bantu mereka. Dibalik. Dan saya suka semangat ini. And I like this spirit. Jadi we always blame the government, right? We always blame the government. We have to shift the way you're thinking. The government is there to help you, to facilitate you with one condition. If you're ready. Okay? If you have karya, if you have something and you have values, the government will facilitate a lot of things and will help you out. But if you don't have anything to sell, you don't have any values, how can government help you? Right? So the mentor saya selalu bilang, jangan tuntut orang untuk angkat kamu, tapi kamu harus fokus supaya kamu tuh bisa pantas dilihat sama orang. Nah, ini tugas teman-teman, bikin teman-teman pantas dinilai dan dijemput sama pemerintah mungkin salah satunya. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, speakers. I think we are short in time, so I would like to conclude our Q&A session. But before we invite the representative of our Ethiopian friends, I would like to give some highlights first. Okay, so the point is our adik-adik, our brothers and sisters here. Yes, the speakers already share with us what to do. And I think the main point, what we can highlight throughout the session is that we have to be brave to change our mind. Whoever you are, whatever your backgrounds, whatever your history, maybe some of you grow with soccers, maybe some of you grow with games like me. I'm such an otaku in some sense. Maybe you grow with songs or dances. Just believe in yourself that you can contribute as long as you want to. And you want to collaborate with others because everyone has their own uniqueness and also, mastery in any skills. So I think I would like to conclude our discussion like that, and I would like to invite Mr. Kemal Abdullah to the stage to share the Ethiopian youth situations.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Your Excellency Al-Bushra, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Ethiopia, African Union, and Djibouti. Honorable Director of Budi Luhur University, respected speakers, lecturers, and professors of the university, and all staff of the university, and actually respected participant of the university, the student of Budi Luhur, and my best friends of this program from Ethiopia. And I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity and inviting me here to share a little bit about how Ethiopian youth are contributing to the developments in Ethiopia. Actually, you have mentioned a lot of things that Indonesian youth are contributing to sustainable development of their country. We have almost the same or similar contributions. So I just want to say a little bit on how the Ethiopian youth are contributing in general. They have been contributing to sustainable development of Ethiopia in terms of socio-economic. For example, they have been participating in, and creating their own startups and the business that puts input on the development of the country. And also they have been working as social enterprisers and contributing to the economy of the country. Even the diasporas, young diasporas who are living abroad, who are Ethiopians, are assisting the Ethiopian government by investing back home, and even they contribute at the foreign direct and for currency. I hope Indonesians also doing the same, right? Yeah, but sometimes politics affect the people not to come and invest. So although there is a challenge and problem in this area, the youth abroad are contributing a lot for the economic development, and they are also participating in different social activities through their organizations. Here I have colleagues with me who are running NGOs and contributing to the socio-economic and the political aspects of our country. The youth in Ethiopia also have been contributing since, I can say since our kingship leadership or government in our country. They have been even shaping the government of the country. Even recently, the youth, I can say the youth from different corner of the country has changed the government politically. So they are contributing and socio-economic as well as politically. And also they are contributing in environment. They are fighting with the climate change. They are running a lot of activities that can contribute for environment. We have one initiative that is Green Legacy Initiative, which is initiated by our Prime Minister. And of course, His Excellency Ambassador also contributed a lot for this Green Legacy. And I want to say,
I want to remind you about it.
Okay.
203 at the embassy.
Yes, please give me one. By the way, at the Embassy of Indonesia in Addis, whoever go there, he has to plant a tree. that is a principle of the ambassador, you know. Everyone has 3, of course. I think Milkesa has. Howie, yes. Anyone else? You have 3 in the embassy? I do. So, you know, this is a golden opportunity for us to fight the climate change and other environmental problems. Of course, there are challenges that our youth are facing, and that's why I ask you the challenges and the opportunities. You know, as you know, Ethiopia is the second populous country in Africa. So more than 70% is young in our country. This is a golden opportunity for Ethiopia. The same like Indonesia, yeah. But I think the Indonesian youth population is a little bit 50 or 60. I think 58 or 50. What is the total population, youth population?
Youth population, if we combine everything, until 65 million. The productive age, 17 until 35 years old.
So we have the same advantage. But the sad thing is that if we don't use this young age for production, it will fire back, you know. Because in Ethiopia, what's going to happen is that we are going to face unemployment, which is a big challenge for our country, and it will also like challenge for the government. So I kindly request my friends here and professors, university rector, and our ambassador also, we need to collaborate in creating a job for the 2 young nations. Creating a job is very important. And one of the other challenge is intergenerational gap. Yeah, intergenerational gap is very dangerous unless we bring this gap together. For example, His Excellency Ambassador is very close to the youth. We need the elders to close to the youth and the youth to close to the elders. Because the youth have a new technology, new ideas, but maybe they don't know how to utilize it, how to use the opportunities. So having the elders or the people like before us, with us, will be a good opportunity to create a good environment and contribute to sustainable development. So I think I don't want to take too much time. Taking this opportunity, I want to invite 3 of my colleagues from Ethiopia to share their practical experience on how they are contributing to sustainable development. So first I want to invite my sister. I think she didn't drink coffee, huh? Is there any Starbucks around here? Okay, our sister Howie Faisa, please.
Selamat pagi. So good morning, everyone. I won't take much of your time. My name is Howie Faisa. I am here representing Harambee University. There I work. I am part of the top management team, and also I'm the director for ICT at the university. I also own a startup company called Howie Software Solutions. At the university, we have more than 10,000 students and around 500 academic and administrative staff. And under my company, I have 10 employees. So I'm trying to create more job opportunity in my company also. So we are very happy to be here. So I just want to say, if any one of you is interested in getting to meet our university students or get to know about Ethiopian culture, our door is very open. You can contact directly me, or you can contact us through the embassy. Terima kasih.
This is a practical example how the Ethiopian youth are contributing to sustainable development. You know, she has about 10 employees, which is like contributing to the problem of unemployment in our country. So we need more youth to create their own job so that they can have more employees, you know. So we have to work together even to create like this kind of startup that can have more youth to get a job. The second, I want to invite our brother, Milkesa. Please on the stage.
Selamat pagi. Salam Budi Luhur. All right. Salam እንዴት አደራችሁ? It's in Amharic. We grade in Amharic as well. It's the same with yours, and we say salam. Salam. Yeah. Thank you. My name is Milkesa. I think this thing is much. Can I use that? Yes, yes. As well, I've been working as an MC. I used to use with a microphone. I love microphones. Okay. Professionally, I am a creative director. I'm working in the creative agency. So. In fact, I've been challenging how to tell my profession for people because I'm a multi-professional. So I'm working on the media as well. I'm working on a digital platform. So I really like your presentation, first of all. Thank you for the insights. Let me tell you some about my companies. I'm running my own, it's not a startup, but right now it's been 4 years now since I established the company. We're working on the media and technology, especially in the media sector. We're working on the branding as well. We do TV commercials, video commercials, and radio commercials for companies as well. We're working on the documentary and short videos. We produce short videos as well, documentaries for companies. There was one question that I want to raise for you, but I want to make it on the last. As well on the technology, we're working on the digital platform. As we all know, we're living in the digital eras, the fourth revolution. We're working on the digital strategy. We develop digital strategies for companies, for NGOs, as well for the government. As well, we are running the business on managing the digital platforms for the government as well for the some NGO companies. So generally, my company's name is called Sansaka Media and Technology. It's a PLC. Sansaka means it's an Afan Oromo word. It's from Ethiopia, which means protocol. Sansaka, yeah. It means a protocol. That means like we are working for the protocol. Under my company, I have 7 employees. More of them, they are professionals. So they are actively participating in government projects, especially. Our Excellency Ambassador, they might know about the Gabata Lahagar project. It's a very big project. It's an initiation of our Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed. So we've been participating in that too. So the point that Kamal wants to raise is the youth is the change agent. Even in our country, Ethiopia, there are more than 60% of the population is youth. So as well, the really big matters that I want to raise here is the policymakers are really, they play a vital role, especially in empowering users, as well in creating job opportunities for users. I think what I see here in Indonesia, it's somehow the same with Ethiopia. As well, the youth movement, as well, when I see the government process, it seems similar somehow. So we're very happy to be here as well. There is some insights that I want to raise, especially the impacts of the creative industries in shaping the generations. In Ethiopia, most of the peoples, they are using the social media, especially right now, the TikTok. TikTok is almost taking over, as well Facebook and another thing. You know, like a lot of users, they use it for different purposes. but as well we can impact the use using the digital media. So as we get a lot of users on digital media platform, we can change it to the business as well, to use them as a change agent to the countries, not only for their countries, even for the global, because digital is a limitless. As well, the challenges in transforming the society, the youth has to be empowered. I'm not sure as anyone from the speakers, from the policymakers or government side. Is there anyone? No? From the government? Oh, okay. Because like this can be a big assignment, I think, for the government as well. We want to hear a lot what the government is doing regarding empowering the users, especially in idea funding. It might be idea funding, or in supporting the startup companies as well, in empowering the users in technological platforms and in technological innovations. So especially well, here my colleagues from Ethiopia, they're very resourceful as well. They are very professionals in their own professionals. There are medical doctors with us as well, software engineers as well. We have students here. They have their own initiations. That means the movements in youth empowerment in our countries a little bit, they are doing somehow best now, and we are hoping in the future to do the best with the government as well, especially with the connection with the countries like Indonesia. We really love the connections here. I think I took a lot. Thank you very much. I'm a Saganalo. Terima kasih.
Actually, he's MC, so can speak a lot the whole day, Yeah, our brother Milkesa is really doing a great job, even assisting the government in this work of like MC and facilitating things for a lot of projects, and he has a lot of employees. He's just mentioned about the permanent employees. There are a lot of employees across the country. And I just want to invite my younger brother, and very active and doing a lot of things for Ethiopia youth, our brother Abi, please. I hope you will not take too long time like Milkesa.
Salam Budi Luhur. It's really an honor to be here in Jakarta, and I would really like to thank His Excellency Ambassador Al-Busra for this opportunity, and also very welcoming university, the entire staff, Budi Luhur. I would really invite you to give a clap for the ones who are hosting us. Thank you. In a very short term, what I am doing is I'm leading an organization that is currently helping the education sector to become a very comfortable space for youths. Many youths in different parts of the world doesn't enjoy their stay in high school because they are loaded with a bunch of subjects like physics, chemistry, maths, and so on, which that they don't think it's more relevant to their life. And what I am currently doing is I am working with university students to help them go to high schools and then share their experiences so that high school students can have more good time in high school. This is as simple as helping that university students has a resource to help high school students. For instance, in Ethiopia, if you are a high school student, currently I'm working with 50 schools in Addis Ababa, which means I will work with university students, IT students maybe. I'll tell them and I'll gather them and tell them that they have the capacity to help 11th and 12th grade students. So the 5th year IT students can teach coding in high school students for free. So I would really like to encourage you at Budi Luhur University. You university students can share your experiences in the high schools that you went 3 or 2 years back. So instead of waiting the government and other companies to pay and assign some professionals, we university students can really contribute to the high schools that we have been attending. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for all my friends who have shared a lot for our youth. I think the time is up. My boss, told me to stop. And actually, I just want to say a few things about my organization and myself. My organization name is OS Global Foundation. The name OS is Opportunities for Youth Empowerment and Success. And we are doing, I have established this organization in Thailand in 2014. And now I registered also in Ethiopia. We are providing opportunities for youth in different areas. And one of the activities or initiatives that we are doing is hosting international events for networking. You know, where if the youth have opportunity to network with others, it will be a good, a golden opportunity, of course, for them to create even job and, of course, get a scholarship or educational opportunities. One of the initiatives is the African Asian Youth Forum that we have been hosting since 2021, and we are going to host the third one here in Jakarta. You are lucky that you are the first country to host this forum in Africa and Asia. The first and the second was hosted in Ethiopia, so the third will be hosted here in Indonesia. Thanks to His Excellency Ambassador for taking this responsibility to host here in Indonesia. This is all about our presentation, and thank you so much. If you have any questions, suggestion, let's meet outside and discuss, especially with my brother Tufan, right? Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kemal. Okay, everyone, I think we are quite hungry already. Yes, okay, to conclude our discussion today, I would like to encourage all of participants here. First, for the sake of harnessing our networks and our people-to-people connectivity, we would like to encourage you to search our speakers on online platforms and connect with them. Like they have said before, just contact me and so on and so forth. I think you can learn much about them, and also maybe later on our brothers and sisters from Ethiopia can share their contact with us. And of course, if you meet or find any international programs in person or online, I think you should utilize it to maximum. Like in our university, we also have our online program with many university, Pak Dubes, with our partner in Thailand and also Japan and other countries. So if you find any kind of program, just join it. Okay, English is something that we learn by by practice. So jam terbang menentukan, just join it. Okay, I think that will be the closing of our discussion. Please give another round of applause. And I give the seminar back to Miss Viola. Miss Viola.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tulus and all the speakers. Thank you so much also for our dear fellows from the Ethiopia. That be said, may that remain in us and be useful for all of us in here. Before we proceed to the ending of this event, I would like to invite Mr. Wendy for the token of appreciation to the speakers, Mr. Taufan Teguh Akbari and Dr. Yelvi Anwar and Mr. Kemal Abdallah. And also to handing the Buddha Budi Guide to Live and Living, the book by our founder father, Mr. Jayatun HS. We also invite Mr. Ambassador Albushra Basnur to receive the book. and to handing the Buddha Budi Guide to Live and Living, the book by our founder father, Mr. Jaitun HS. Bapak, kita akan melakukan foto bersama. Bapak. Katulus. I'll count to lead the photos. And please smile, everybody. Give your best smile. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Once again, salam Budi Luhur. Thank you so much, everyone. Untuk Bapak Rektor, Bapak Wendy, kami minta untuk tetap berada di depan, Pak. For Mr. Wendy, we invite you to stay here because from the representative from the Ethiopia will give you the token of appreciation from them. Ladies and gentlemen, by that Indonesia-Ethiopia Youth Forum, Youth Empowerment for Societal Transformation, Universitas Budi Luhur, July the 11th, 2023, has ended. Thank you so much for your presence and attention, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Rector, our dear friends from Ethiopia. May I mention some of them? So today coming with us, our friends from Ethiopia, and I would like to introduce them to you guys. Oh, sorry. We have Mr. Abib, we have Miss Rakep, we have Miss Hawi Cimdesa, we have Miss Bethlehem Tesfaye, we have Miss Aiden, we have Miss Hawi Feisa, we have Miss Mr. Milkesa, we have Mr. Efat, and Mr. Kemal Abdallah. We are so thank you for you guys for coming into our university. Hope you guys have a pleasant trip in Indonesia, Jakarta, and Bandung. By that, I will proud to close this forum. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I take my leave and salam Budi Luhur.
Thank you.